Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Adam Draws Stuff. I'm Adam and I draw stuff, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Bulbasaur. This guy right here. He's the cutest little flower toad you've ever seen. This one, just like most of the Pokemon tutorials, is going to be a pretty quick and simple one, so let's just jump into it. Okay, so to get Bulbasaur started, we're going to start with his head, and we're going to draw I guess it's kind of an oval shape that's a little bit flat on the top and then comes down at an angle and then curves around back this way. So this is going to be the general shape of his head, and then we'll draw a little line cutting it vertically here, and that'll help us place Bulbasaur's features a little bit later. So now that we have the outline done, we're going to go in and draw another line that kind of follows this bottom jaw here to form the top lip of his mouth. Basically, as you can see, just follows this line there. So that is his top jaw, and then we'll do the same thing right underneath for his bottom jaw. A couple teeth. Okay, so far so good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just a little bit above his mouth, we're going to draw another line, and this is a guideline. Draw another curved line, and that is going to give us a place where we can place the eyes. So, starting about here, about 2/3 of the way across this line, we'll draw a curved, almost like a triangle shape that comes up quite a ways and then goes back down about to the corner of his mouth, as you can see there. So it goes up, comes back down, and then it rests along this guideline that we drew. There's one eye, and then we'll do the same thing over here, and since his face is turned away from us a little bit, this eye on the left is going to be a little bit more narrow. You're not going to see as much of it. But draw it up, and coming back down, and again intersecting with the edge of the mouth here. And then draw an iris in each of his eyes, and a big oval for the pupil. And then above each of his eyes, we're going to draw a short triangular ear. And then the eye over here, or excuse me, the ear over on this side is going to come down and form the rest of his head over here. It's almost going to connect with his bottom jaw. Give him a couple nostrils on either side of this vertical line. And then a couple little lines above his eyes. So there's the head basically done. Now we're going to move on to the body. So to get the body started, right here about in the center of the jaw, we're going to start and draw a little oval shape that goes downward and back to the right. And it's not going to be very big at all. And then it connects about to the halfway point here on the right side of his head. It's a little messy right now, but I'm going to go back in and I'm going to clean up all these lines so that it looks nice and polished when we're all done. This is going to be his body. Now, starting at the back right here, we're going to draw his back leg, and that is pretty wide and short and kind of roundish. So they're almost oval shapes for his back leg, and it ends just in a flat foot right there. There's really no separation between his feet and the rest of his legs. So it just ends as a straight line like that. And then we'll do the same thing again for his front arm, or front leg. Just like that. And then one more will be visible right underneath of his jaw here. Like that. And we'll draw a few claws in each one. You know what? I'm going to draw another one here too. Just because it would probably be visible. And now, really the only thing that's left is to draw the bulb that sits on his back, which is where he gets his name from, of course. So I'm going to start right about here, about the top of where his leg ends, which I guess would be his hip, I suppose. And we'll start there and kind of curve outward and then back in like that. And then we'll mimic that same shape on the other side. And if it's not perfectly even, that's okay. And then we'll connect these two lines with 3 little points. And just draw a couple little lines here that give some more form, some more shape to this bulb. We'll add in a few little patches. We'll add in a few little patches here that we will add some color to a little bit later. And I'm just kind of putting them in there randomly. Not too many, just enough to kind of break up his coloring a little bit. So that is basically that. Now I am going to go in, since this is really a mess, I'm going to go in here with a fine liner pen, and I'm going to go over all of these lines and then erase all the sketchy pencil lines and actually make something that looks nice and clean. But I will do that in time-lapse real quick, and I will be right back. Alright everybody, well that is Bulbasaur. What do you think? Not too shabby, right? I've been kind of enjoying these Pokemon tutorials lately. I've been having a lot of fun doing them, so let me know if you want to see more like this. It's definitely been a nice little change of pace lately. But anyway, of course, as always, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because you're definitely going to want to check out all the new things that I have planned. Plenty more tutorials, and then plenty more videos that are not necessarily tutorials, but you're not going to want to miss them regardless. So, with that being said, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.